Hey guys, it's Comic Uno. Today I'm doing Kid Flash Lost. Alright, so let's talk about the cover, and also it's a Flashpoint miniseries, so it connects with the Flashpoint story arc. Alright, so let's talk about the cover. I love the cover because you could tell it's Francis Manapul art, which he did the Flash, the last Flash series before Flashpoint started. And I love his art. He's one of my favorite artists, so definitely really love this cover. And I like that he's been doing the Kid Flash Lost miniseries. Wish he did the art inside, but the art inside is not horrible, so but Francis Manapul, that would be really good to see. But glad to see that he did the cover. Alright, so let's talk about the story. Now, Kid Flash and Hot Pursuit are trying to run away from Brainiac and trying to pretty much try to go back to the old past and everything, try to change the future and make it good again, and trying to find the Speed Force, because right now their Speed Force, they don't have it right now. So they're trying to find the Speed Force and everything, and in the end, Kid Flash recognizes that he has to be held captive by Brainiac to get the Speed Force, because that's the only way he could get the Speed Force. And Brainiac kills Hot Pursuit while they're fighting. So, right there. Kills Hot Pursuit. So now Kid Flash has the Speed Force, and he's going to try to change the future. That way, Hot Pursuit doesn't die, and obviously that way he could go back to the present time that he knows and loves. The Aquaman and Wonder Woman war going on at Flashpoint. So, and that's the end of it. And also, he doesn't want to die because he's starting to disappear because he never existed. And you can see that over here, the mouth thing going on. And that's the end of the issue. And then the next issue is called The Death of the Kid Flash. Now, see what happens there. Question mark, question mark. So, I think the miniseries is definitely, the next part of the miniseries is definitely going to be a good issue. See what happens, if he dies, if he saves the world, we'll see what happens. Because it was very nice for this miniseries to see the future of Flashpoint, not just seeing the present. You're seeing, alright, the present's bad, but maybe the future will be okay after Flashpoint, and after the war, and after all those things. But obviously, it's not okay. The future is not where Kid Flash grew up. It's not his future. It's not a good future. He needs to change it. And also, I like seeing Hot Pursuit, Patty. Now, Patty was not Hot Pursuit before this miniseries. But in the Flash series, she was shown for a couple issues, kind of like saying, hey, I'm Patty. She seemed like she could be an important character. You didn't know. Like, why is she being mentioned so much? But maybe it was just like, oh, maybe she's just going to be a cool recurring character, to help out, not in the Flash's life, but in the lab, in the crime labs. But actually, her character was important because of this miniseries. Seeing her as Hot Pursuit, her dying, I guess, maybe that's one of the reasons Kid Flash wants to change the future, because he doesn't want to see Hot Pursuit die. So she's one of the motivations for Kid Flash to try to save the world from Flashpoint. So I think that's what I liked about most of this series, is that really the unexpected that Hot Pursuit was Patty, and how she became such a main character in this. And then seeing that, because usually Kid Flash is like, he's funny, he tries to be less serious, because I guess some people in a serious occasion tries to make it less serious. And that's kind of Kid Flash's personality, but you see him in this issue very serious and just wanting to change the future. And I like to see that side of him sometimes. I like seeing the goofy side of him also, but I like seeing the serious side of him sometimes. And I think that would be a perfect thing, showing that, oh my god, I'm gonna die. And I need to change the future, or else I'm gonna, disappear. And you can see really good art with him, disappearing. And I have to say, towards the beginning, I didn't really like the art, but it kind of grew on me during, this. I didn't really like the faces, especially Kid Flash's face in this part. But, as the issue went on, it felt like either the art got better or maybe it grew on me. Like, this is one of my favorite scenes from the art-wise. Maybe try to get it. It's when, Flash puts on Hot Pursuit's helmet and sees kind of, which is a really cool part actually, kind of what's happening in Flashpoint now in the present, and also what did happen, like in the real present, the real DC universe. Like you see Green Lantern, Hal Jordan as Green Lantern, but on the other side you see Abin Sur as the Green Lantern. So he kind of sees the changes of everything. So you see Superman, like you see, but then you see the war. Hold on, I'll try to get it. But then you see Wonder Woman in her war outfit. So it's cool. He saw all the changes, which if you did read the Flashpoint main series, you can see that only Flash really knows how the world has changed. And now Kid Flash is kind of getting a glimpse that the world did change, and he can see what's happening in Flashpoint now, and because he's seen Flashpoint in the future view, but he hasn't seen it in the present view. So he gets to see a lot of it. So I really thought that was a great page of art. And that was actually towards the beginning, and I guess that's when it kind of grew on me, the art, and actually became really, really good art. And towards the end, I thought it was really good art. So I really recommend this story because this is my favorite Flashpoint miniseries. And I feel like it might be important for the main series. It could be or it could not be. Maybe it's just like one of those obviously miniseries. But sometimes the miniseries kind of connect to the main series, and you can see that the main series kind of covers it up and tries to explain it to you, but you get better insight from the miniseries. But definitely, like I said, one of my favorite Flashpoint miniseries, and one of the only ones I haven't dropped from the first issue. I definitely say pick this issue up. The only bad thing was the little sketchy art in the beginning, and some times during the faces, I would say. Like, some of the faces were a little sketchy, but other than that, the art was really good with some scenes. So it was like a little, like just a little with the faces. It wasn't the best, but there's some scenes that are really, really good. So I give this a 4.5, a little bit because of the art, but the story is really great. Nothing wrong with the story. And I really can't wait to see where it goes from here. If you didn't pick up the first issue, I think you could still understand what's going on. But I would recommend the first issue also. So recommend this whole miniseries actually. Hopefully third issue is as good as the first and second. So pick this up, and this was Comic Uno. See you guys.